So, hello everybody. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome Dr. Vineetha, who has secured rank 1 in the DM Rheumatology INSS exam. So, an apex rank in the apex exam in arguably among the most competitive fields, at least as far as the number of seats are concerned. So, the students had only 3 seats to target this time, one in PGI, one in AIMS Rishikesh, and one in Bilaspur. So as much as I was talking to students, most of them were targeting that one seat in PGI Chandigarh. And the person who has secured that we have with us. So Dr. Vineetha, how does it feel?
I'm very happy that finally I got what I was dreaming for since long time. This was like a relief. Finally, the last exam of the life is over. The most competitive exam, I mean. So it's a big relief, and also I'm very happy. My parents are also very happy with this result.
Yeah, at least I can say that it might not be the last exam. There are few exams to come, but yeah, among the competitive ones, yeah. So please introduce yourself to those to our listeners who might not know you. Please introduce yourself.
I am Dr. Vineetha. I am from Guntur, Andhra Pradesh. I completed my MBBS from AIMS Bhubaneswar, and then I completed my MD Internal Medicine from PGI Chandigarh. I was preparing for rheumatology for the last 1 year. I finished my PG in June 2023.
So why rheumatology? Like, be it through your MD, or some people even before MD or after MD taking a break, they have a thought process before deciding on one particular branch. What was that for you?
So during MD, when I was posted in rheumatology, I really liked the subject because it is multi-system diseases and it requires a lot of integration among all the specialties. So that is what attracted me. And again, while choosing specialty, it was a bit difficult for me because I am a completely medicine kind of person. I don't want to deviate and go into some intervention branch. Not that it is not good. Every branch is good. Every branch has its own advantages, and every branch is good. We have to be the best in whatever we choose. But for me, rheumatology is like an extension of medicine. That is why I chose rheumatology. And I am also like more of a family person. So I also give preference to personal life.
This is quite a common thing that I see. Like those getting into rheumatology, when I ask them why rheumatology, then they say they were internal medicine by heart since the beginning. And I see also students like JRs who do not want to do a super specialization, who kind of say, I just want to stay in medicine. They usually end up joining rheumat. So like we obviously know that you aced the INISS exam and you had a very good rank in the NEET SS exam as well. But when it comes to we know that the NEET SS is coming up and also the INISS is coming up in 6 months time. So that way, how would you guide your juniors with respect to this confusion between the INISS prep and the NEET SS prep?
Since NEET SS being predominantly based on medicine and INISS predominantly on specialty, preparation wise for INISS, it should be predominantly like rheumatology preparation and some basics of medicine. But when we are having both NEET SS and INISS at the same time, like last November, around the same time, so my strategy would be first strengthen the medicine concepts so that you're ready for the NEET exam and you don't get any disadvantage on the medicine questions of INISS. And then alongside, continue preparation with the rheumatology subject part. And that is always there. Everyone is preparing for rheumatology. So not much difference will be there in the rheumatology questions. What decides is the medicine questions.
Correct. So, okay, usually these interviews are much more important for those who are giving the exam the next time. So coming to that, let's delve into a bit of a detail about how you prepared for this particular exam, the INSS rheumatology. What sources did you use? And how doc tutorials, QBank, as I like to tell our viewers that she was a QBank as well as a doc tutorials test series subscriber. So how did that add on to your baseline preparation?
So primarily I read from Harrison and Kelly. So after reading a topic, to strengthen that topic and retain it in the memory, it is very important to do questions, as many questions as possible. So QBank has covered both Harrison and Kelly. So if somebody is reading only Harrison or reading only Kelly, some points can be picked up from the QBank, and those can be emphasized in your revision. So that way QBank helps, and giving as many grand tests as possible is also a very important thing, because grand tests kind of boost our confidence, and at the same time we understand which areas we are strong at and which areas we are weak at. So that will tell what to focus on during revision time.
Right. So, like we also had the doc tutorials WhatsApp group. I remember you were quite active. You were asking me, like, where to read basic immunofrom, etc. And also we had the mock interview session. Obviously, this time interview played a role as the PGI also had an interview. So, how did these aspects help you, like especially with respect to the interview?
So WhatsApp group, whatever discussion was going on, they helped in the final revision part. Those I could revise very quickly some important things which were being discussed. Then coming to the interview part, this time it was not clear what was the pattern of the interview, but anyway, it was basic only, including both medicine and rheumatology. It did not go deep into rheumatology, the basics of rheumatology and more of medicine, because rheumatology is basically including medicine in every aspect. So infectious diseases and some questions on tuberculosis, such type of questions were there. And if the medicine residency was very good, patient exposure was there, then most of the questions can be answered from that itself. And rheumatology, of course, we have been reading for the exam, and nothing different was there in the interview. So same concepts and same questions were asked.
And like, what would you guide your juniors? A bit of a guidance for your juniors with respect to not just the preparation, but also like while choosing the branch. Like that itself is the first step, and then about the preparation. Just a broad viewpoint.
Yeah, so first decide strongly on what specialty you want to do and why you want to do that, because passion is very important. And since DM entrance is not like PG entrance, this is more competitive and very less seats are available. So it is a highly stressful state. So to get through that period, you have to have a strong passion for your subject, and you have to be willing to work whatever it takes till you get the result. So strategy would be like, first I would say, you can, if you have a good rheumatology exposure previously during medicine residency, then I would suggest go ahead and read the important topics, like major topics like rheumatoid arthritis, SLE, Sjogren's, scleroderma, myositis from the standard textbook. And especially the clinical features and the treatment part, pathogenesis and all, no need to go so much into depth. Then make your own notes. Making notes, I feel, is very important, because that is what helps during revision time. And once that is done, then we have to apply that to doing questions from question banks, like topic-wise questions, as well as giving grand tests frequently.
Very nicely summed up. And also, like, before we take a leave, like, who would you like to thank? A vote of thanks for obviously this great achievement, your support system.
So first of all, I would like to thank my parents. They have been a great moral support to me, though both of them are not in the medical field, but they have been a great support throughout my journey. And my elder brother, he was always confident that I can do it more than me. So that gave me a lot of boost. So my family, and I also would like to thank all my teachers at PGI and my seniors at PGI who have guided me all through the process. And I also would like to thank all the doc tutorial staff and Vishnu sir. You also, you have made the discussions during WhatsApp discussions very informative and very useful.
Thank you. So yeah, like obviously all credit to you yourself. Before you sum up all the thanks, again giving credit to you yourself. Like it was a big achievement, especially in the May exam. We know how there are even fewer seats in Rheumat when compared to November, and taking the courage to, give this exam even after getting a great NEET rank was very commendable. Congratulations again, India. Maybe keep meeting in conferences, etc. Okay.